Also, fans out there, thank you for sticking around for round number 2 of the tertiary category challenge right here from the University of Goroka. This is question number 11 coming up. This is question 11 on your screen. It reads, a word whose form and meaning are derived from a blending of 2 or more terms is called what? A, an initial. B, a portmanteau. C, an acronym. D, an abbreviation. A word whose form and meaning are derived from a blending of 2 or more words or terms is called what? A, an initial. B, a portmanteau. C, an acronym. D, an abbreviation. Your time starts now. You could come in on this. Simbu coming in on 4 points. If you get this right, remember this is the second round, and if you win or if you get the question correct, it would bring you 10 points, and that would take your score up to 14 points. If you make a mistake, you lose 4 points, so you could be on 0 after this if you make a mistake. What's your take on this? John?
I'll pass in D.
All right, John is going for D. All right, on this one, abbreviation. Yeah, if you are happy, if you think that that is the correct answer, I'm going to lock you in. You have the opportunity to change your mind, but yeah. How about an acronym, an initial, a portmanteau? What are the differences between that and abbreviation? All right, if you're not, I'll lock you in now for D on this.
Yeah, D.
All right, going in for D on this one. Let's check this out. I'm afraid it is not D, but it is D. All right, it is a portmanteau. You got 2 or more terms coming in together, right, to get a meaning or derive out of it. So that is the correct answer, which was B, and he had chosen D. And there was a mistake to Simbu. We move into question 12 on this. In which American state would you find this landscape? A, Colorado. B, Washington. C, Utah. D, Hawaii. In which American state would you find this landscape? A, Colorado. B, Washington. C, Utah. D, Hawaii. All right, look at that picture. It looks more like a structure of rocks. Huge ones there. Where would you find these in America? Right, your time starts now. John, you have lost enough points. I'm sure this time you want to gain some points here. If you get this right, you're going to be back on 10 points. If you make a mistake, you'll be on -4. What is your take on this?
I'm check on D.
You want to go for D on this one? Yeah? All right. If you want to stick with D, I'm moving towards the button to lock it in, or you have the opportunity. You think that looks like Hawaii? You know Hawaii, you've seen them in pictures that has this big rock?
No, I'm going to change my mind.
You're going to change your mind?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to lock in C.
You want to lock in C, Utah? Yeah?
Yes.
You have been to America?
Soon later.
Not yet. Okay. So you want to stick with C? All right. Logging him C on this one. I'm afraid it is not C, but the answer is A. It is Colorado. All right. In Colorado, it is one state where you have big rocks, deep gullies. All right. You would say beautiful landscapes. All right. If you haven't been there, you better plan for it. All right. So this is where you're gonna. What you're going to see when you get there. So that was a mistake to Simbu, losing, bringing the score down to -4. We move into question 13. This is question 13 coming up. Which European region is annexed to Russia recently? A, Ukraine. B, Crimea. Right? C, Poland. D, Belarus. Which European region is annexed to Russia recently? A, Ukraine. B, Crimea. C, Poland. D, Belarus. Your time starts now. Douglas, turning around to Western Highlands. How are you going? We thought you went to sleep.
Yes, I want to go for Ukraine.
You want to go for
A.
Ukraine? All right, I'm looking into this one. I'm afraid, Douglas, it is not A, but the answer is B. All right, that is one of the European region which was annexed or given over to Russia. All right, so that was a mistake to Douglas, sitting down, further down to -8, and we move into question 14. This is question 14 coming up. In pulmonary circulation, the blood flow from the heart to where? It's a science question. A, to the body. B, to the lungs. C, to the brain. D, to the blood vessels. In a pulmonary circulation, the blood flow from the heart to where? The body. A, B, the lungs. C, the brain. D, the blood vessels. Your time starts now. All right, it's again simple one. John, you don't like to take yourself further down. So if you get this right, I'm not trying to say you're gonna get it wrong, but you think carefully, choose the right answer so that you could put yourself on +6. All right, what would be your answer on this? If you don't, then you'll be moving further down to -8.
I budge in for B.
You want to go for B on this one,
Yes.
to the lungs.
Yeah.
Okay, what makes you choose B and not A?
A is out of the body. And how? Yeah. And B is a place where blood circulates from heart to the lung and then to the blood vessels. So I choose B.
You choose B, the lungs. Yep. Okay, if you are happy for that answer, I'm putting my hand down. All right, let's check him out on this one. Yes, it's correct. B is the correct answer. It is the pulmonary circulation going from, all right, from the heart to the lungs. All right, taking the deoxygenated blood and then receiving the oxygenated blood back into the lungs, to the left side and going from the right to the lungs. So that circulation, that is called pulmonary circulation, that happens in the lungs. So we move into question 15. That was points to Simbu, taking their score to positive now. 6, looking good there. This is question 15. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching TTQ right here from UOG. This is the Highlands Regional Challenge. This is tertiary category question 15. How many grams are there in a hectogram? A, 100 grams. B, 500 grams. C, 1,000 grams. D, 1,500 grams. How many grams are there in a hectogram? A, 100 grams. B, 500 grams. C, 1,000 grams. D, 1,500 grams. The time starts now. Who's coming in? Hang on.
I want to lock in B.
You want to lock in B, 500 grams. You know what a hectogram is?
No. No. I'm quite sure, but I'm a bit confused. So I want to change my mind, and I want to lock in C.
You want to lock in C, 1,000 grams. Yeah? So you were saying 1,000 grams is equals to 1 hectogram. Is that right?
Yes.
Is that a full yes or a half yes?
No, full. Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to lock in now. So if you're happy, I'm going to lock in on this one. I'm afraid it is not C, 1,000 grams. It is 100 grams. Right? 100 grams is equals to 1 hectogram. Right? That's mathematics. Right? So that was a mistake to Enger. And we move into question number 16. This is question 16 coming up. Which province is home to the world's largest butterfly, the Queen Alexandra's bedwing? A, in Oro. B, in Madang. C, in Western Highlands Province. D, in Morobe. It is a PNG question. Don't you know that we have the world's largest butterfly, which they call the Queen Alexandra's bedwing? Which province in PNG is the one that has that unique species of butterfly? A, Oro. B, Madang. C, Western Highlands Province. D, Morobe. And your time starts now. All right, Deborah coming in. for Eastern Highlands Province. You're on 3. You get this right, you move up to 13.
I'm logging in B.
You're logging in B. Yeah. What makes you choose B and not A, C, or D? Changing your mind?
Yeah.
Changing your mind. Which one now?
A.
A? Why do you choose A? Just guessing. All right. I'm gonna put my hand down on A for this one. I think she's correct with this one. It is Oro Province coming up. The answer says Oro. This is where you have that bed-winged butterfly. You would find on the Oro flag that there's a butterfly sitting there, and that represents Queen Alexandra. All right. So that was points to Deborah, taking a score up to 13 points as predicted. We move into question 17. This is question 17 coming up. The Aztec Empire was an ancient civilization of which modern day country? A. Brazil, B. Mexico, C. USA, D. Egypt. The Aztec Empire was an ancient civilization of which modern day country? A. Brazil, B. Mexico, C. USA, D. Egypt. What would be your answer on this? Your time starts now. All right, who's coming in? Douglas, on -8. You desperately need some points to bring you to the positive.
Yes, I desperately need a point, and I want to go for D, Egypt.
You want to go for D.
D.
Aztec Empire. You know about Aztec Empire?
I know nothing, but I just give away. Yes.
So you want to stick with D.
D, yeah.
D. All right. If you want to do that, then I'm going to lock in on this. All right. Let's find out whether Aztec Empire is about Egypt. I'm afraid it is not Egypt, but the answer is B. Mexico. All right. It is a South American history, something to do with Mexico. Aztec Empire, where they're the ones that introduced civilization into the whole of Mexico. So that is the correct answer. But he had made a mistake in choosing D on this one. Losing points, moving down further to -12. And ladies and gentlemen, we move into question 18. You're watching TTQ, coming to you right here from UOG. This is the Highlands Regional Challenge. Tertiary category, question 18. Where is the headquarters of European Union located? A. Brussels, B. Berlin, C. Paris, D. London. Where is the headquarters of European Union located? A. Brussels, B. Berlin, C. Paris, D. London. What would be your answer on this? The time starts now. Right, Simbu John coming in on that question. What would be your answer? This is the second or third last, you would say, question for round number 2, question 18. What is it? Is it A, B, C, or D?
I'm budging for B.
You want to go for B on this one? Berlin?
Yes.
If you are adamant. All right, let's check this out for this. I'm afraid it is not Berlin. The answer is Brussels. It should be A. Right? So that is where you find the headquarters of the EU or the European Union. So that was a mistake to Simbu, taking the score down to on 2 points. And then we move into question number 19. All right, the second last before we end the second round. What gives Uranus and Neptune their blue color? All right, it's about the solar system, our 8 planets. Pluto is gone, so it's no longer a planet. A, helium gas. B, the hydrogen gas. C, it's a methane gas. D, oxygen. All right, which of this, all right, gives the blue color of Uranus and Neptune? All right, let's see. All right, yep, Deborah coming in.
I'm logging in C.
You're looking in C for this? All right, let's go for C on this. I think C is correct on that one. All right, it is that methane gas, all right, that gives the blue color. All right. Final question. This is question 20 for this round. There's a picture question. Someone sort of dancing there. You could see what is the ethnicity of these boys. A, Red Indians. B, Melanesians. C, Aborigines. D, Maori. What is the ethnicity of these boys? A, Red Indians. B, Melanesians. C, Aborigines. D, Maori. Right? Which of these? Definitely one of them is the answer. Which one? Right, your time starts now. Who's coming in? John again. You're on -2. Pick this up. Takes you to 12 points. You go to a break. You may come back on a good note to win. If you don't, you'll be moving further down to -2. What is your answer?
My answer is A.
Your answer is A.
Yes.
Red Indians.
I changed my mind. I go for B.
You change your mind, you go for B.
Yes.
So from A, so you're not coming down to B.
Yes.
Okay, if you're happy, I'm going to lock you in now.
Yeah.
All right, logging him in on this one. A or B, but it is C. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this was the end of round number 2. And we have the scores up there. Eastern Highlands Province leading with 23 points. Cebu on 2 points. Enga on 1 point. And Western Highlands on -12. Well, this is the end of round number 2. Remember, the winner from here picks up 500 kina cash. The difficult round, the most challenging round is coming up. Do not go away. If you're taking a break, grab a cup of coffee or a Milo. I will see you right after the break.